Hey everybody, Ryan here. I hope you're doing great. Now, I've got on the desk a set of inexpensive in-ear monitors from Phenyx Pro. So let me give you a little bit of background. Now, I've been searching for a inexpensive in-ear monitor system for quite some time that needs to suit my needs and, you know, have kind of all the bells and whistles, but not have the outrageous price tag. And this just might be one of the best within the price point. I've needed a in-ear monitor system to use for my live streams, so I can hear the guests on the show and not be tied to a cable. Or you may want to use them as they normally are used if you're a musician and you just need to hear the mix or just hear the instrument in your ears whilst you're doing a gig. So let's dig into the box and see exactly what you get with it. So as you can see, here it is, Phenyx Pro PTM-10 professional in-ear personal monitor system, and as it says there, ideal for stage, studio, exhibit, lecture, speeches, that sort of thing. Any sort of playback that you need to hear in your ear or hear yourself back, it's perfect for. So, whiz it over. Now it's quite a heavy box. As you look on the back, there's all the information that you need to know there. So if you're really want to get into the nitty-gritty sort of things, take a look at this. Now, you've got your max audio inputs, gain adjustments. I'm not a massive, I don't use them in a musician sort of sense. I use them as a presenter, so just being able to hear guests and stuff like that. And for me, this is absolutely perfect. So let's dig in and see exactly what you get inside the box. So let's open it up. And then inside you are presented with, there we go, a Phenyx Pro plastic case, which it comes with to keep, of course, whilst you're traveling, commuting, going in between gigs, that sort of stuff. It is really, really good. So it's made out of a nice hard plastic, and as we, oh my word, and as we take off the clips, and there you go. So inside the box is ready for commuting. It's got that nice sponge padding in, so you know if you're going to take a knock and a bump, and if you're a musician, that sort of gear does get knocked around a little bit. So inside the box, as always, you've got all your customer service sort of things there, which Phenyx Pro, I've got one or two of their microphones, and they are very keen on if you're not sure about something or you want a question about the warranty, give them a call. So you always get one of them. Inside you've got your idiot's guide, so just literally your instructions. You can always have a read through them when you can. And then of course, look at this, you've got an abundance of stuff inside the box. So we're going to go through all the bits first of all. So let's get to the main bit first. So here is, let's get rid of the packaging. So here is the transmitter itself, and we will have a proper closer look at that in just a moment. So you've got, it's really nice. Feels really sturdy, really heavy duty, but we'll come to that in just a minute. Then what else have we got in here? You've got the receiver itself, which is just there, and of course we'll get closer to that in just a few minutes time. So let's move that there. Power brick, and then you've got your, of course you need one of these. You've got your antenna, so let's have a look at that. So you've got your antenna, which is angled, perfect. Now you've got these here as well. These are really, really good. These are and it's good that they actually offer them inside the case, because normally you have to pay extra or find another supplier for these. They actually come with racking mounts. So if you're, prime example, if you're gigging or you already have a rack in a studio somewhere, you don't have to outsource them and look somewhere else. You have them already included within the packaging. Nice little touch there, Phenyx Pro, well done. And you get a little bag of tricks. Now inside this little bag of tricks here, what they've managed to do is you've got this is for when you want to put it into your racking system. So you've got your extension cable for your aerial, which is about just under, I'd say probably just under 3/4 of a meter maybe, but it's good that you get one of them included already in the pack. Oh my word. You've got your converters, which will go in the front. I'm going to show you that in a second. Again, there's loads of items in there for when you even want to put in your racking, you're doing extensions and all that kind of stuff. So let's just keep all that somewhere safe. And then included in the box as well, it's been a very nice thing that they've done. You get a set of very basic, which come with different ear tips. Again, you get loads in here, but you get some very, very basic headphones to use. But again, if you've got your own, use them. But you do get these lovely, lovely little in-ear monitors. So the headphones, though, they are all right. They're okay to get you going. But there are, as I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of headphones I'd recommend over these. But it's nice that they've managed to throw them in. So let's get this plugged in and let's get it going. So taking a look at the front, so just in the corner down here, you've got your headphone jack. So you can use this for multiple different reasons. One, for example, is say if your batteries ran out in your pack or something like that, I could quickly plug it in and still have audio. But I've been using the headphone jack mainly on this one, just to test mainly if the signal's being received well enough into the device itself. So if I'm, maybe I was on the wrong frequency or something like that, like I wasn't possibly even getting audio here, then what you could do is plug the headphones in and check to see if I'm actually getting audio into the unit, which is pretty nice. So next to it, just here, you've got your volume control. The volume control is just solely just for the headphones to operate in this section here. Moving along, you've got your volume control. This is your master volume there. You do have one on top of your unit as well. You do have one on the very top of there, but you've also got one on here as well. Your LCD display, we'll turn it on in just a second. And then of course you've got your sets and your up and down buttons, which is for when you're programming your frequency and stuff like that. And then finally, just on here, you've got your power button just there. So you've got your power button just like before. All you need to do is just hold it in for a few seconds. It'll boot up about 5 seconds and that's it. Your audio will come straight through then. Then you're presented with what your current frequency is on there. Now we've taken a look at the receiver. It's now time to take a look at the pack itself. Now this is your pack here. It feels made out of plastic, but hey ho, what do you expect for this sort of price point? So on the top, I'm going to take you around it very, very briefly. On the top, again, you've got your sort of own personal volume control there as well for what you're going to hear in your ears, even though you do have the master on the main unit. Power button on the top, antenna, which these I don't normally like because they do break really, really quickly, especially at these connection points here. You've got your headphones in, so we've got them ready just there. As we press in the two sides to open up, AA batteries just there. Now I will give you a bit of a tip. Get rechargeable batteries. You'll save a fortune on things like this. Get rechargeables, it's worth it. Save the planet. And then of course you've got your infrared. Now what this does is it uses infrared when you want to set frequencies. So you just pop them together and it changes the frequency of it. Really quick, really simple, dead easy. And then of course you've got your sets for when you're looking at changing the frequency and stuff like that. So we mentioned the batteries. Now it says 8 hours of battery life, and that's actually probably true. Usually I change them every week, but there was a week where I forgot to change it. I was just busy, so that I think I got 2 shows out of it, and then I had a practice rehearsal for a certain show as well, and I was on the same set of batteries, which sometimes don't even have as much life as some of the regular batteries because I was using rechargeables. So that was probably 4 or 5 hours of use without any problems right there. So that is pretty good. So as I mentioned, this is not, it's super cheap plastic. It could have been better, it could have been metal, you know, but I would have liked for this to be metal. That's my personal preference, but for the price point, what do we expect? Now, one of the downsides that I personally don't like about this pack is the belt clip. It comes off really easy. And I'm not the only one to say this as well. So for whatever reason, it just does pop off pretty easy. Maybe I've not been sitting right with it on my back. Maybe I might have not put it on properly, but normally what I tend to do now, I unclip them off and then I put it in my pocket. So they're the only negatives about it so far, but the positives definitely outweigh all the negatives. Now it's got an automatic channel selection, so in order to select this, it's actually pretty easy on how to synchronize these together. So I'm just going to show you really quick. Now, I'm not going to go into super detail, but I'm just going to show you literally how easy it is. So I'm going to head over to the unit over this way. So let's go to, let's grab the unit itself. So for this, to get into the menu system, dead easy. All you need to do is tap on the set button a couple of times, and then it'll present you with your groups and your channels. Now, I believe you could probably do something like 11 groups and like an 11 channels or something like that. You can get well over sort of 60 built into the unit, which is pretty good. And to go through them and change them is really simple. So you can create group 1, or I want to do, say, group 4, change the channel to group 4 as well. Modes, you can change them either to stereo or mono. I want to leave this as stereo. So you can lock it into position, so you can't alter this frequency or this signal at all. There you go, I'll pop to lock on. It is really simple and dead easy to use. And then you've got exit just there. And then the frequency comes up. And then once we've got to sort of this stage, all you need to do now is left just to pair them together. And as I shown you a second ago, it's dead easy. You've got the infrared just there, and then it's got an infrared on the receiver. So all you need to do now is sort of go next. It'll create that. You put them together, and it's paired up. And there you go. And it was showing the same frequency, 562 there, and that. It's as easy as it is, and you can do that literally. It's just, you can do that for all those different groups, all those different channels. And if you want to change and chop it around, using that infrared sort of system is really simple. It's dead easy to do, especially with these little packs. This is literally one of the easiest units that I have worked with. Now, they are able to give you all the features that your high-end equipment has, but at a lower end price. And you guys know that at M&B Tech TV, we love that sort of thing. So I wouldn't even consider comparing this to the lower end unit. I'd consider comparing this possibly to more like a mid-range, if that sort of makes sense. But just because of the features that it has, like the ability to have the screen here and have that to sync, it's just got that massive antenna and all of that. Now, the fact it's got stereo, I really like that as well, so it's not just mono. And I've been using this for the last few weeks in a live setting, and I've not had any problems. I've walked around stages and studios, I've walked around backstages of a few venues that I've had access to through my local church walls, and you know, they're made with proper metal studs, aren't they? And I can still hear everything loud and clear. Every now and then there might be a dropout, but it would be like that when I'm not in the place where I normally would be playing anyway, so like a backstage or something like that. There might be a slight dropout, but nothing really to worry about. The unit quality of this product is better than, probably say, some of the quality of some of the other products that I've used in past, in work and things like that. Overall, especially considering that this looks nice and that you can put this within a racking system, is really not too bad. Now, the downsides, honestly, I don't see any downsides to this. I haven't had any problems with it. On Amazon, you can pick these up for literally $200 US and maybe even cheaper if you look around. So let me know if you get it, and let me know what are your thoughts on it. I think that they are a great unit, so it'd be nice to see if you notice me using them on the next live stream here on M&B Tech TV. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye for now.